Court does call the case of Sycamore Meadows. So Shamya Hobbs.
Good morning.
Oh, apologies. Go ahead, Mr. Freeman.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Freeman. We're gonna do something a bit volume. I can't tell. We'll see. Hang on. Just be ready. Okay. All right. What is the defendant here?
Your Honor, this is Callie Dendrunas of Legal Services. I've entered an appearance for Ms. Hobbs on a limited representation basis to enter a COD. So I'm not sure if she's here or not. I did forward her the Zoom invite.
Okay. All right. For the entry of a COD.
Exactly, Your Honor. I'm not sure if we have that yet. So I'll Mr. Freeman to tell.
Mr. Freeman?
Yes, this is a situation where I think it's going to end up in a COD, but we have new management and I'm trying to work with new management on some of these old cases that explain where we are with them. And they're trying to get up to speed. So it's not really anybody's fault.
Okay.
We just need about, I'd say 3 weeks or so to try to get.
3 weeks?
Yeah.
All right. Let's say 16. March 8th. All right. I'll adjourn this to March 8th, 2024 at
1 p.m.
1 p.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you. Barnes versus Tanaji Jenkins.
Ellis Friedman for the plaintiff.
I said your name all wrong, didn't I? Yeah, I know. I said it all wrong. And all you did was you just smiled at me.
It's Tunisia.
Tunisia. I want to make that a long I. I don't know why. All right. Hello, Miss Jenkins. All right. Where are we on this case?
Your Honor, we're down to $750.20 in rent, $237 in cost for $987.20.
$987.20.
Yes.
Oh, you actually brought it down. So,
yeah.
All right.
I was at 2100. So,
pardon?
I said I started off with 2100.
I know. I know. I'm looking and all right. So, so we can try to get this.
I could pay it fully next week, though.
Oh, you can pay everything next week?
Yeah, I get paid from both jobs next week. So,
okay. So if I set it for the 23rd, then because that's my last Friday.
okay.
Can you get it paid by the 22nd so that we'd be down to?
Yeah.
Sure.
I just became a manager, so I had worked 56 hours this week. So that's what.
So you'll be able to get it?
Yeah.
You think? Okay. Is that all right with you, Mr. Freeman, to adjourn it out a week?
Yep. Yes.
All right.
Yes, sir.
I'll adjourn this to February 23rd, 2024 at 10 a.m. And you can get it. You're going to do that by the 22nd. I'm going to mark in here, balance and full. Wonderful. Thank you. And I'm going to, can't wait till next week and I mispronounce your name. No.
Hopefully we'll have dismissal in by then.
Tunisia. Yeah, I know I'm going to mess it up. I just know it. Barnes and Barnes versus Loretta Ridley.
Your Honor, Ms. Ridley is going to get some significant amount of help from SOS. We just need to adjourn this out a week or two.
Okay. Ms. Ridley? Oh, you're muted.
There you go. Yes, good morning.
Good morning. Okay, so you're going to get help from SOS?
Yes.
I would adjourn it out a week, but well, I don't mind giving 2 weeks. The problem is it going to cover March or no? I mean,
no, but it's enough that we'll be okay. They're going to pay
okay.
3 weeks.
Well,
yeah.
You want 1 week, you think? We'll do it?
Ms. Ridley, do you think they're going to have it paid in 1 week?
Yes, she's working on the application now, so it will cover the 3,000.
I think we better go 2 weeks, Your Honor.
Yeah, okay. I'll adjourn this to March 1st,
Okay,
2024 at 11 a.m.
okay, thank you.
Got that, Ms. Ridley?
Yes, thank you.
All right, thank you. Barnes and Barnes versus Richard Quintana Vega.
Ellis
There
Freeman
you
for
go.
the plaintiff.
Okay, he's in the courtroom. Your name, sir?
Richard Quintana Vega.
All
You
right.
said it correctly.
Did I say thank you? See, somebody gives me
You're
credit.
some of the few that have.
I had last owing 956.25.
Yes.
That's what I've got, Your Honor.
All right. So how are you going to get this done, sir?
I've actually paid it all last night.
Oh, you paid it last night?
The entire thing. Yes.
Oh, you don't have that, Mr. Friedman. Is that correct?
Not yet, but I can, if you want.
I have the email confirmation and everything as well.
Okay, why don't I do this? Let me adjourn it out a week. That payment will be in, and then if it is, they're going to dismiss it anyway. So,
We'll dismiss it.
all right,
Upon confirmation.
February 23rd. I'm sorry, Mr. Freeman.
Upon confirmation, I'll dismiss it.
Okay. February 23rd, 2024 at 10 a.m. All right, sir. You need
Sorry.
something to write that on.
Yeah. I just don't want to forget it.
Where's hand? See, she's never. Well, you're doing it? Oh. That's so,
Or
nice.
can I just-
That's so nice, Emily. Actually, she's writing it right
Oh,
now for you.
perfect. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. Take care. Have a good weekend.
You as well.
Court calls the case of Barnes and Barnes versus Spencer McDonald. McDonald.
Ellis Freeman for the plaintiff.
They here?
Yeah.
They are not here. Would you like to take a default? Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Go ahead, sir.
Ellis Freeman for the plaintiff, and I have reviewed the ledger in this matter from Barnes and Barnes recently. The amount of rent that's past due is $3,451.26. The costs are $217 for a total of $3668.26.
Judgment to the plaintiff. That's by default for possession, redemption amount, any amount requested, writ issue in 10 days. Got it.
Thank you.
Is that it for you?
No, I've
One
got
more.
townhomes.
Townhomes on Robbie Lane versus Janella Smith.
Ellis Freeman for the plaintiff.
Got them? They're not here. You may proceed, sir.
Your Honor, reviewing the ledger in this matter, we've got 4439.45 in rent, 274.45 in water, 237 in costs for a total of 4950.90.
50/90. Judgment to the plaintiff by default for possession, redemption amount in the amount requested with a writ issue 10 days.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Enjoy that warm weather. I can see it behind you.
It is nice. Thank you, and I intend to do just that, Your Honor.
Yeah, all right, sir. Take care.
You too.
Arbor Woods versus Sarah Gillespie.
Good morning, Your Honor. Rachel Dornbush, Pellets Law, on behalf of the plaintiff.
Good morning. And Miss Gillespie? You're muted, ma'am. Yep, I can hear you now. Okay. And where are we on this? She paid 1,000 to the court.
On 215. So does that mean the court is holding 2,200 in escrow, Your Honor?
Yes.
Okay. And so my client did receive a $3,000 check from Hawk or SOS bringing Miss Gillespie's balance down to $2,052.53. So with that and the monies held in escrow,
He's got a credit going into
correct.
March.
Yeah.
Wow. It actually works. Okay. All right. So
Come on.
back on January 12th, you didn't think it would go this way, did you, Miss Gillespie?
No, I knew it. If I just had the opportunity.
All right. Okay. All right. So do we want to dismiss this and I'll release escrow to plaintiff?
Your Honor, I don't have any objection to that. I would just request if there's any way to expedite the release of that escrow. I would hate for the monies not to make it to Arbor Woods before that March rent comes due.
Where's Ann?
How much then is credited to Samantha?
You got about $148, I believe, credit going into March, if my math is correct.
All right. What I'll do is I'll release escrow to plaintiff. And then I'll dismiss the case. And can we make sure they try to release Carrie here? If they can get it today,
Yes.
then we can get it to them on time. Because otherwise, Ms. Dornbush was complaining.
I don't do it
I said,
often.
I know. She said Ann is slow issuing checks.
No,
I don't know what that was all
no,
about.
no.
I defended you.
I would do no such thing as to insult Ann.
I-
That would never happen.
I defended you, Ann. I just, you know me. I stood right up for you. All right. Ms. Gillespie, thank you. You have a great weekend.
I just want to thank you all for believing in me, and I'm glad I was able to do it. Have a great weekend.
Thank you. Arbor Woods versus Courtney Vesey.
Your Honor, on this one, my client did receive the check from MI Works. That brings Ms. Vesey's balance down to $133.82.
Wow. 133.
82.
Okay, Ms. Vesey, how are you?
I'm doing good. I got the money yesterday to be able to pay the balance that I owe. It's just I didn't have a ride. My mother is on her way to get the money from me so she can get a money order for me. So I just didn't have transportation to get it.
Got it.
We adjourn it 1 week, Your Honor, just to allow that payment to
I'll
come
just put
in.
it out 1 week and get that over there. Okay, Ms. Vesey?
Okay, now if I gotta work, is it okay if I not come as long as I pay it?
If it's paid and you're sure it's paid and you're not here, you'll be good.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
February 23rd, 2024 at 10 a.m.
Okay, and
All right.
133 is that including the fee that they charge to cash my money order?
It does not.
Okay, all right. Is that all of the fees for are you adding up all of the fees from the $700 money order? Because they can charge me $10 a piece for those.
Yes, the $133.82 is the total balance on your account at present. So that takes into account everything.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, Ms. Vesey. You have a great weekend.
Okay, you too. Thanks.
Arbor Woods versus Armani Lyman.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
Okay, there you are. Hello.
Hello.
This is a termination of tenancy case.
It is, Your Honor, based on lease expiration.
Right. Ms. Lyman, what are you intending on doing?
I'm intending on looking for another place. I just recently found out that they just want to terminate tenancy. But I was just asking for a little time so I can find another home to go to.
Okay, so not that I can give it to you, but how much time were you looking for?
Somewhere near, at least close to another month if possible, Your Honor.
They're gonna Dornbush, what's your client's position?
Your Honor, hold on, bear with me just a moment. I'm just looking for something specific here. Your Honor, respectfully, Ms. Lyman didn't just recently find out about the 30-day. Our office spoke with her over a month ago to let her know regarding this. And so unfortunately, I can't agree to extend the move out date any further. We would request entry of just the statutory 10-day judgment.
I just found out in the end of January because they were refusing payment, and then it just came down to they said supposedly they just wanted me to leave.
Okay, Ms. Lyman, how close are you to trying to find a place?
I've been searching and putting in applications.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna, after finding no tribal issue after a hearing, I'm gonna grant a judgment for possession to the plaintiff. That would normally give you into the 26th, but what I'll do is I'll give you to the end of the month to get yourself situated. So I
Okay.
can give you, go to the 29th.
Okay. Is there anywhere possible I can have like until like the first week of March, Your Honor?
Your Honor, I
Well,
would have to object just because Miss Lyman's balance currently, Your Honor, is $8,995.
no, I figured there was something else going on there. Ma'am, I can't really go any further than that.
Okay.
Okay, because the reality is that if you find a place to move in, they're gonna probably have something available the 1st of March. And your current landlord, Arbor Woods, doesn't want you clicking into another month without paying.
Okay. Well, I was trying to pay them. They're just refusing to take payment.
All right, I understand that, but they had to refuse payment, but how
Yeah, I
much you
understand
were
that,
trying
but
to
if I
pay, but
so,
ma'am,
uh,
you're almost $9,000 behind at this point.
well, I forget in the ledger where I was. Oh, I know I for sure was owed $43.97 in January. That's where I went to pay. So now it would be that plus, this month rent as well.
So what are you telling me you can pay?
Well, I'm just saying they're refusing payment. They won't take nothing. They
No,
wouldn't
no,
even
no,
take.
no, no. I understand that. You're telling me you have 43
No,
plus February's rent?
no, that's what I'm telling you. That's what I know I owe for sure. In January, Your Honor, when I went to pay them the $4,000 and something dollars, that's the payment that they wouldn't accept.
You were gonna pay them how much?
$4,397. And it was some change. I
Your
want to say
Honor,
like
that was the
18
balance
cents.
due through
And do you have
December.
that now?
No, what the other lawyer that I advised me that I talked to from Palace Law, they said if they keep denying that she will take that to go towards another place to stay because they want to terminate tenancy.
So, Your Honor, just
Okay.
to clarify, Ms. Lyman spoke with Ms. Fontanilla from my office. And it was explained to her that if she wanted to pay the prior judgment amount, it was a non-payment of rent case that was filed some time ago, and a judgment did enter in that case, that we could accept her payment of $4,397 in satisfaction of that case, but that the 30-day notice would still be filed on. And so if she wanted to retain those funds to try to relocate, we would not act on an order of eviction in the non-payment case, but would rather file on the 30-day to give her an opportunity to vacate before a judgment would enter in this case. And so payment could have been accepted by my client, Your Honor, and this case still could have been filed, but Ms. Lyman would have been almost $5,000, less of
Right.
funds to try to relocate.
So, Ms. Lyman, here's what
Yes.
I'm asking you. And I'll just put it, you no longer have the $4,300. Is that right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so here's, and the balance is what, counsel?
$8,995, Your Honor.
Okay, so Ms. Lyman,
Yes. Yes, Your
here's what
Honor.
I'm gonna do. I'm still issuing the writ on the 29th. Got it?
Okay.
But you wanted that first week, so I'll extend it out to the 7th if you pay the 43.97 into court escrow by Tuesday.
Okay.
You follow me?
Yes.
So you need to bring the 43.97 to the court. You bring the 43.97 to the court, then that's gonna buy you extra time to get yourself moved.
Oh,
But you gotta do that by the 20th.
okay.
And Your Honor, just to clarify, does that mean that we can request the writ after the 29th and the court will hold it?
Yeah,
After-
either way you want to do it.
Okay.
We'll either hold it or on the 20th, if she's paid it, then the writ would not be issued until the 7th of March.
Understood, Judge. Okay, but we can submit it for filing. It just won't be processed if she has paid it.
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you understand that, Ms. Lyman?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Uptown Ann Arbor versus Ivana, is it Maroji? And Philip Maroji. If I got that last name right. I don't know if I did.
Marogi.
It's Marogi?
Yes, sir.
Hold on a second. Okay, you're right. Anyway. Okay. Good morning.
Good
And
morning,
your name, ma'am?
Ivana.
Okay. And I got the first name wrong too. It's Ivana. Just not having a day. Okay, let's see. This is a non-payment of rent. What's the claim in this case?
Total due with court costs, Your Honor, $6,655.90.
Say again, I'm sorry.
$6,655.90.
All right. And ma'am, how are you going to get that paid?
I have applied for rental assistance with the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services.
Okay, so you did you file the paperwork with the court saying that you had applied for assistance?
I have not yet.
Okay, well, when did you apply for that assistance?
On the 9th of February.
On the 9th?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so when was our hearing? So you
The
did it
9th.
on the same date as your last hearing?
Yes, Your
Is
Honor.
that correct, ma'am? All right, somebody will need to get to the court at least to fill out the paperwork, give us a tracking number. But that's not going to even come close to covering this balance. I mean, even if they give you all of the assistance, it's not going to cover the balance by any stretch of the imagination. Have you applied anywhere else to?
Not yet, Your Honor.
Okay. Have you contacted Hawk?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Is there a reason why you haven't done that or?
Well, for the last hearing, I was not given a meeting ID, so I wasn't able to come to the last hearing, and I was given no information regarding the last hearing as well.
So hold it, so you were not present at the last hearing?
No, Your Honor.
Was Philip?
No, Your Honor.
So nobody was present.
We were given no information on the meeting.
Got it. Okay. All right. Well, here's what I'm gonna do then. Is there any money that can be contributed toward this rent or no? I mean,
Um, yes, towards the beginning of March.
what do you mean?
I can pay the difference towards the beginning of March, Your Honor.
The difference?
Yeah.
Okay, you gotta help me here. What do
I'm
you
not
see as the difference?
I'm not quite sure. I'm still waiting. The application for the rental assistance is still processing. So I'm trying to figure
Okay, I got
that out.
that, but so you're telling me at the beginning of March, what can you, I mean, how much are you intending on paying?
Hopefully the entire balance.
Okay. So let me ask this question. Do you, DHHS might give you, if it's just the two of you, maybe around a $500 figure. Okay. So
Okay.
that would mean with the numbers I have now, you'd have to come up with about $6,100 plus dollars.
And then, Your Honor, with March rent, it's almost another, it is gonna be over another $2,000 will be due at that point.
Got it. Okay. But I was right. Let me just operate off of February numbers right at this moment. But so, ma'am, yeah, are you telling me that you have $6,100?
By the beginning of March, I should have $6,100.
Okay. When you say the beginning of March, you got to help me here because I want to try to help you save your housing, but I'm not clear. I understand what you mean that you'll have that. Are you expecting a check or something, or what's going to happen at the beginning of March?
I'm going to be receiving assistance from outside sources.
Gotcha. Okay. So somebody's going to help you get your rent caught up.
Correct.
Okay. So when is that going to happen?
I would say earliest by the beginning of March, Your Honor. I'm not quite sure the exact date.
Your Honor,
Okay.
the beginning of
So
March is pretty vague.
how much is your March rent? How much is your monthly rent?
It's around 2,100, Your Honor.
Okay, so here's going to be the problem, ma'am, that and you got about 2,100, and I'm just ballparking it here. What I'm going to have is I'm going to have about $8,700.90, about somewhere 8,800, let's just say, owing come March 1st.
Correct.
So are you telling me that that's going to be paid March 1st?
The March payment's going to be paid on a separate card, Your Honor. I'm just trying to catch up on the rent that I'm owing.
I gotcha. I'm hearing you. Then let me ask you this then, ma'am. The 66 or 66, 55, 90. What date do you think you'll have that paid by?
I'm going to ballpark and say by March 1st, Your Honor.
By March 1st.
Yes.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Is there any way that can be paid by the 29th of February?
I can work on it.
Okay. All right, ma'am, understand this. I mean, because as I'm listening to this, it sounds to me like you've got some plan. I'm not entirely clear what that plan is to try to get this paid.
Correct.
But then you're going to have March come up. You somehow have it worked out where you're going to do that. But what I'm inclined to do at this point is, I mean, theoretically, I guess I don't have the form in, but theoretically, she's entitled to the state till the 23rd.
I mean, I would have to object to that, Your Honor, since it hasn't been filed, but,
Yeah, I know,
yeah.
but
I mean, Your
yeah,
Honor, the last payment that my client received on the account was $2,100 back on December 15th. It's been 2 months since my clients received any payment. The last time that these defendants were current on their rent was back in October. They paid $2,051.95 on 10/5. It brought them down to a zero balance. Based on the statements that Ms. Morogi is making here today, there's serious doubt that there's a solid plan to get this paid up. There's just vague mentions of I'm going to get assistance from outside sources, no specific dates mentioned, intent to try to get it paid by the 1st of March, but there's no solid plan here. And given the balance that's currently due and what will be due as of that date, I mean, it just damages my client to put faith in the vague plan that Ms. Morogi has set forth.
here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grant a judgment to the plaintiff, finding no tribal issue in the case. I'll issue it by default as to defendant 2. For the amount requested to $66.55.90. A writ will issue the 29th of February. So, ma'am, here's what I've done. I'm going to grant a judgment to the plaintiff for the amount that they're claiming now before March clicks in. That's why I was trying to see if you could have that money paid so I could try to do something without a judgment. But what this does is this limits the amount you have to pay. You have a plan for how you're going to take care of March. So if you get this amount taken care of for February, then you'll be caught up and then you can deal with March. Otherwise, what would happen is, and I'm not going to the first on this because you'd be at like $8,800 and just in a larger hole. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to issue that judgment. But a writ won't issue till the 29th. So, ma'am, I'm going to encourage you that if there are other places or other people that are going to help you with this, that you get to them and tell them that you have till the 29th to get it paid.
Okay. Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Your
Thank
Honor.
you.
Thank you.
Your Honor, I think that was-